Hello everyone, the 316 LEGO Maniac 316 here with another Morphin Monday Lightning Collection review. This time, I got the Wave 11 Dino Fury Red Ranger. Almost said Dino Thunder there. Anyway, this figure originally retailed for $22.99. However, it could also retail for $24.99 depending on when you get it. This is more likely to be found at the new $24.99 price point, which quite frankly sucks. But anyway, figure itself, let's go ahead and start off with the accessories. So you don't get a ton of accessories here, but what you do get is a bit different from what you normally get. Anyway, let's start off with the weapon here. You get the saber. I don't know what this is called, like the Dino Fury saber, I guess. It also comes with an effect piece for it, which the way that this saber is molded and painted, it just slips into there like that and holds on. So this is a new effect piece. Kind of lackluster, but not too bad. I don't dislike it. And then here's your saber. I believe it is missing a paint on these triangular parts, but otherwise I'm not sure if it's missing anything. The gold is nicely painted, as well as the red on the eyes. Looks nice. Let me see if I can... That's better. More light. So, not too bad. Alright. And then it comes with four different hands, four completely different hands. So the ones not currently on the figure, you get a left holding hand in the silverish color. The peg is just gray. And then you get one of these hands, which I don't really know the purpose of. It's for the right hand and has two fingers out with the thumb out as well. And then the, other fingers kind of just tucked in. Again, not sure what this is for. On camera, it's looking a little transparent, but, in person, it's not. It's a bit darker. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the last two hands you get. So for the right hand, the red one, you get a holding hand as well as a left fist for the silver one. So that's all your accessories. Not a ton, but you can't forget the really good head sculpt here of, I believe, Russell Curry is his name. I completely forget what the character's name is on the show. I never watched it. It's not Tyson, that's not it. If it comes to me, I'll let you know. But anyway, good likeness. Doesn't have the antenna, which is fine with me. It would have been nice to have that option. But again, really good head sculpts. One weird thing I did notice, you might not be able to see this on camera. Reposition here. Is that there is... You see that square in there? It's not centered. Hold on a minute. Yoo-hoo, there's the square. So it's actually not centered to the head. As you can see, when I center the square, the head's going to the left. But when I center the head, the square's going to the opposite direction. Anyway, not the worst, but certainly not the best. I have a janky light on this side here. I'm trying to keep it standing. If I can. Apologies for the snafu here. I'll wing it. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the figure itself, and I am actually very impressed with this. I think that the Dino Fury suits themselves are very good. It's based on the Sentai, I forget, Ryu Soldier? Yeah, that's the Sentai. Now, the visual design of the suits I've always appreciated, especially the helmets. The helmet here looks great. It's got the weird feathers that dinosaurs supposedly had, probably do. It's got the eyes up here, as well as like a bit of a snout, as well as some teeth for the visor. Now, on mine is a little slightly misprinted. Again, if I can try. It's hard to see on camera, but this front tooth here is a little bit further down than it's supposed to be. It's not too noticeable, but yeah, you can see it more easily here. So it's not, centered properly on the figure, but again, it's not very easy to see. It's not something that completely bugs me, but it is noticeable, especially once I point it out. I'm not entirely sure why the red here is showing up as so like translucent, but it's definitely not translucent like at all. in person. If anything, this silver plastic is. So one thing to note here with the torso is that all of this is painted. You can kind of see some of the red peeking through down over here at the midsection where the crunch joint is. The left arm, all of it, as far as I know, is molded, as well as the butterfly joint itself, which mine's very stuck, as well as my joint here to go up and down. What I have to do, and I've done this on other figures before, is basically rotate it forward, and then, hold on, okay, that's not, it was working before, but basically I would have to really, either like really force the joint, but yeah, you can see how much pressure that took me to do, whereas this one's, it's about the same. I thought this one was better. Anyway, nothing a hairdryer can't fix. You do get the Morpher on here. It's molded in black. There's no paint, but good molding. Seems a bit large, but I believe that is the appropriate size. Maybe a little too big, but if you really wanted to paint this, you probably could. It wouldn't be too difficult to do. Just get like a thumbtack, push pin, etc. Now, I've seen that the people have been kind of annoyed with this design here for the torso. It's not accurate or correct or whatnot. I think it looks fine. I don't think it looks terrible. Should it be thicker? Probably. Does it bug me? No. This also doesn't bug me here, where that isn't lined up. At least it goes fully, even if it's extended like this. Because if you have it from a distance like that, you're really not going to notice. And as far as I can tell, actually, yeah, they did paint that all the way down on into the joint. That's interesting. Usually they don't do that. That's really all of the paint on the figure, other than the gold here on the boots, which most Ranger figures have that. What's really nice, though, is that this has a little bit of give to it. So if you want to take the Dino Fury Saber here and shove it in, it goes in pretty easily from this direction. But like, if you want to make it look like he's trying to grab for it, let me try to go for a pose here. You can actually twist the belt a bit closer to him if you want him to actually hold it. Similar to how Shadow Ranger was, where his belt was pretty loose. So glad that this belt and holster is loose. And this belt buckle always reminded me of the Dino Thunder White Ranger. It's a very similar, like, triangular design. Anyway, let's take a look at the back of the figure. As you can see, it's just like a big V. Some of the white paint gets mixed in here. It's hard to see it at times. In the right lighting, it's good. Otherwise, no. They even got this little squared detailing back here on the bottom of the belt. Focusing. Anyway, interesting to note here. They also painted that. So this is a red body that's been painted silver, white, and black. The joint is also white too. It does look a bit strange from the back, as they didn't really paint much of the back, but I don't really have an issue with that. That really covers the figure. There's no new posability on this figure. This uses this reuses all the old parts except the parts that had to be molded new, like the helmet, the gauntlets, and the boots. But otherwise, pretty much standard Ranger fare. Let's go ahead and make sure he can stand up properly. As you can see on mine, my legs are like kind of bowed out a bit, which again, you can try to fix this, but it's not always going to be easy to do. And I know that the legs are not put on incorrectly, because usually all of the creases and molding marks like that are towards the back. But let me see if I can stand him up real quick, and we'll do a size comparison. Where did my ruler go? There it is. Oh, great, it's stuck. Oh, got it. Hope I didn't break anything anyway. So he stands at almost 6, and it looks like a third or a quarter tall. So pretty much standard Ranger fare. Alright, first one I want to take a look at with him is the previous season, Beast Morphers Red, which was a recent review of mine. Well, when this video comes out, it won't be recent, but yeah, Beast Morphers Red is a little bit shorter. So, interesting to note. Let's see. Let's get another Red Ranger in here. Very similar, like torso designs, not from the molding, but rather from the printing. Just one's inverted. We have Lost Galaxy Red. Thought that'd be an interesting size comparison. You can even see a bit of the differences in red in here. Anyway, one more Red Ranger I think will do the trick. You know what? No, two more Red Rangers. Let's get Zeo in here. Looks good. He's a bit taller. And finally, the only other Dino-themed Ranger of red that I have. One of my favorite Red Rangers as well, Dino Thunder. Let's stick him up front here. There you go. There's an interesting team of 5 Red Rangers. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get rid of all the Red Rangers out of the frame. Let's put him back in his spot. Got a lot of figures to take care of. They're all kind of just strewn about on my desk at the moment. And I realized I grabbed the wrong one. Whoops. It happens. Alright, last figure I want to do a size comparison of is my previous Monday review. Silver. Now I have silver in a pose, but it gives you an idea of scale here. They're basically the same Ranger body molds. And I did want to do a comparison of the silvers in their arms. His is a bit more shiny. His is a bit more dull. There you go. So yeah, I think that covers size comparisons. Again, sometimes he has trouble standing. But, you know, I also have an uneven desk here. But let's take a look at the box. So on the box, you get the nice render, as you saw. Bunch of legalese nonsense. On this side, it has the Dino Fury logo. Doesn't say Power Rangers, just Dino Fury. Opposite side, you get the Lightning logo, as I like to call it. There's the bottom of the box. Top of the box is in a nice red color. And there's the front, as it says Dino Fury Red Ranger. So overall, I think that this figure is good. Does it have issues? I think it's not a case of like Wild Force Silver where the issues outweigh the goodness of what is present. I think that with this figure, it's pretty much good. You know, I don't have any complaints here. You know, some of the silver paint on the torso doesn't cover the entirety of the red, so some of the red peeks through. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think there's anything objectively wrong with this other than a few odd paint apps or molding errors. But anyway, I think that covers the video. Thanks for watching, guys. I should have Zeo Cog next week. I don't have him right now, but the review should come the week after this review comes out. In the process of moving, so I have a lot of videos planned out for the future. So anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Leave a comment below. Let me know what other figures you want to see me take a look at, or other video ideas. Doesn't have to be just Power Rangers related. Be sure to leave a like on the video. Helps others to find it. And be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when videos like this are uploaded. Power Rangers is Monday. Mountain Dew's usually Tuesday. Thanks again. Peace.